this super bright screen. Here we are. This is just the first patch that loads. I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to have to be doing a lot of back and forth on this, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off everything except the delay. It's going to sound kind of gross to not have... Should I do this with just a little bit of reverb? Why not? Let's do this with a tiny bit of reverb. Alright, so the only thing on right now is the delay and the reverb. Let's look at that reverb and see what it is. So it's a plate reverb. Pretty mild, but it just gives it a little bit. I just think everything sounds funny if you don't have just a little bit of something going on. So let's get out of there, go over to the delay, and let's just start at the top. Alright, so at the very top, single delay. I'm going to enter that. And let's see. I'll try to make this a little more obvious. It doesn't say digital, but I'm just assuming single means this is their digital delay. Sounds pretty good and pretty basic to me for a digital delay. It's got a little bit of where you can kind of warm it up. Wow, warms up a lot. Halfway would be something like this. Not too bad, actually. And then I think that's, what, direct level? Yeah, that just cuts your direct level off completely. So that's single. Let's look at pan. Pan and stereo aren't going to do much for us here, because I'm not running stereo right now. Let's see. But these are your options in pan. That's kind of weird. That's pretty digital sounding. Let's try the next one. Stereo. I don't even know why I'm going to demo these because I'm just running mono right now. But I can at least show you what's able to be edited. On to the next one is dual series. And you can set the delay time of each delay. So there's delay 1 and there's delay 2. Oh yeah, there it is. So you have like 1 time, and I'm going to go to the next one, 2 time. So you could set one for, let's set this one up to 200 because the other one was at 400, so basically it's a half. so precise. And you could make this one the weaker of the two and make this one like the stronger of the two. Let's try another one here. It's the same thing, only in parallel. And then parameters on these look like this. 3 pages worth. Moving down the list, dual left right. So this will just kind of, the stereo one, it like gave your immediate dry signal on the left and then the delay was on the right or some weird thing. Doesn't really make sense to show you this one either, but I'll show you what you can edit. So it looks like you can just kind of do like the dual and series, only you can do them left and right. Next on the list is reverse. Here's where it starts to get interesting. So you have time, feedback, and effect level, pretty normal. Let's see here. Let's turn this up. Try turning this down, this up. Turn off the dry. Or turn it way down anyway. Pretty cool. It's a little choppy to my ears, but it's a reverse delay. I'm afraid I'm gonna forget to do this, so I'm just gonna run up to the first one, which was single, and I want to show the extreme of the times. So the most you can get 2,000 milliseconds. And let me get my dry level back up. Because here's one thing, if you jump around to different effects, and I actually kind of like this, is it keeps your knob settings where they were, which is actually kind of cool for trying to find certain sounds. So here's what 2,000 milliseconds sounds like. let's continue back down the list. Now we're at analog. Let's get these back to a normal. I want to show this too real quick. You have to really I don't know if there's any way to show this because I can't show both screens at the same time. Let me try to get like in between. Yeah. Trying to get where you can see the numbers. Okay, watch how fast or how much I have to turn to get. It's not like it's real time or like like a pedal. You have to like really turn and turn and turn to get that time knob to go down. That's cool, I guess. I kind of wish that it had a sensor where if you turn slow, it goes slow, and if you are turning hard, it goes fast. That'd be, some pedals I've seen have that, and that's kind of cool. Alright, so let's continue on here. So we're going to look at analog. Let's turn that feedback up a bit. Turn the level up a bit. It's not getting real grainy. I mean, it's not an analog delay, of course, but it's warmer than the others. It almost sounds like it's getting a little bit of low cut in those repeats, which is cool. It's not going to be an analog delay. I mean, let's make no mistake about that. This is as bright as it'll be. And here's as dark as you can get it. Pretty dark, really. But it doesn't have a lot of character, of course. Let me put that back to kind of the midpoint. Let's see. Will it oscillate? I don't know. Character when you're messing around with those extremes like that, but not really my taste for analog. Going here, tape. Wow, that really gets a high cut on the repeats. That's pretty cool. 'Cause, 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 option for modulation though, which I kind of wish it had, of course. Pretty cool. It's similar to the analog. I think the repeats have more of a low cut in them than the analog does. And now let's try modulate. So you have options for time feedback and level like before, but now you have a mod depth and mod rate. So let's check out the extremes of the, I'm going to turn this up just so we can hear it. So So if we turn the rate down, let's have a look at the extreme of the depth. Must be a really slow rate. Check out the modulation by itself. Turning the time all the way down, feedback all the way down, level all the way up. That should give us. So here's maximum depth and then kind of a medium rate. Seasick, going medium on both. Kind of chorusy. So now if we were to add some delay, now that we know we like that, get something like this. So far. Maybe I'm just a sucker for that modulation. Is there anything else left? Oh yeah, Terra Echo. So if anybody's played the Terra Echo or the GT1, my wife has the GT1 and she really likes that Terra. I think she actually has a couple presets where she kind of uses it as a shimmer effect. It's pretty cool. Terra Echo to me is kind of one of those effects where like you wouldn't want to use it just as it's presented like this. You kind of want to harness it into something else. that's what this is, apparently. And then on maximum is making it take a long time. It actually sounds really cool to turn this dial while you're doing that. Maybe you can assign that to an expression. So a faster setting on that would sound like this. I'm all about that subtle though myself. So I don't know where the delay time is. Then you have tone controls. By the way, the garbage truck is like ready to go by, so I apologize for that. So that's the tone of the Terra. Just making it more subtle. That's pretty cool. What else do we have? Stereo, mono. I'm going to bring that down a touch. Let's see what feedback does to this. Okay, so it kind of just makes it stop immediately. That could be cool in the right application. Maxing that out does this. It's kind of cool because it just kind of sits in the background the whole time. Of course, I have that tone dialed way back because we can see what hold does. I guess I just probably more of something you'd want on a foot pedal. So maybe you can get a shimmer by tone all the way up. And then effect level dialed back a bit. And then run a little more of a reverb. Bring that up a bit. It's not exactly upper octave kind of thing. But if we ran into the reverb, and did something more, I guess I don't have like a shimmery kind of a reverb, but if we made more of a reverb. way they have these high cut and low cut, they kind of throw me off. I have to always like turn them until. Anyway, kind of getting off on a tangent here. Get this back to basically at least similar to where I was. So I think I want to say that even though I'm still going to have one or two fancy delays on my board, if you had to use this and you had to use the delays on it, they work. They also have, if you noticed, let me get out of this Terra Echo. Just get into I'll go into that Modulate. That's the one I kind of like the most, I think. If you wanted to do tap tempo, which this does, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm sure I can assign any one of these buttons to be a tap tempo. But I did want to show that if you wanted to tap in like dotted eighths and stuff, that's all here. I just don't know how to tap in the tempo. So I just have to know my numbers and go with something kind of around here. Let's try something real quick with some deeper modulation. Sorry about that. Need to cut my fingernails. So it's cool enough. I mean, it's, if you had to use it, use it. I have the tone kind of straight up and down. Here's low. Kind of too low. Flat is. Just a perfect repeat. Kind of right in the middle sounds good to me. delays on this thing.